Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
Right to the air is Burrow. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. So
they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. It's a complete to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film.
Here we go.
Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to work. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 7-7, our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, if the season ended today and it chance? Not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to block carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First Steeler touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game. And since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go. But they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way. But what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
On one, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. 11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 MT.
Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Now Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And some room to maneuver. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On 1, ready?
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Mixon running wide side. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 46 yards. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Here we go.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
11.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Coleman. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Here we go. 11, MT, tank.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee up.
And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. First Steeler touchdown. So they were in field goal range. Chance to go to overtime. Got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens, because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
And unfortunately, it backfired. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mixing up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
11-90.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A final shot now for Burrow. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The kick up and good, but they remain a field goal short as they wind up dropping this one by 3. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.